Everyone, how's it going? My hair is like being real weird today, and I don't know why. It's like it's not flipping up at the front, and it's like curling back on itself for like no
I
reason.
want to play
So I
video
got a
games.
big ass
Combo
bird's
Breaker
nest.
2025 got announced and I'm hype.
Yeah, Combo Breaker 2025 did get announced. Saf, how are you doing? I did apply again to run Monster Rancher 2 at Combo Breaker 2025. We don't know if it's gonna happen. A lot of the times for like the more niche games, they don't run it 2 years in a row. But we got like pretty good turnout last year, so there's a good chance that it'll happen again. Good chance, probably I would say 40%. So Monster Rancher number is 40%. Depends on if you want it to happen or not. If you want it to happen, that shit's not happening. Um, it'll be. I'm not like holding my breath for it. I wasn't holding my breath for it last time either, but I'll be very excited if it does happen. Either way, I'm going. I'm going to play some Strive, probably play some Soul Calibur if it gets accepted. And then, yeah. It'll be good. It'll be good. It's still like a pretty central location. A lot of people in the Monster Hunter community can go regardless, so might be cool. If we don't get it, maybe we'll do something unofficial anyway. We got ideas. We're not out of it. Not losing to a pro this year. I hate to tell you, but you are going to lose to a pro. Unless you win the whole tournament. Tailgate? Yeah, we might have to. There was one last year for the One Must Fall, because One Must Fall was accepted 2 years earlier, and last year it didn't get accepted. I really hope it gets accepted this year. I would love to do commentary for it, because I'm like one of like 4 people on the planet who like understands it at a high level. I would also like to like win the whole thing, add to my collection. Champion, not champion. I'm Monster Rancher. You can't see it. 3rd place. Monster Rancher 2 3rd place with 3 normal men. This just hangs out all the time. Right here beside the Nighton. Also, yeah, my camera's like super high up. I got Nighton wearing headphones in the background. God, fuck, it's an actual bird's nest. Why is my hair doing this today? And it's also like clean, but like because of the way it's sitting, it looks like I'm bald here. Why does it? It looks like I have like a huge bald spot, and then it looks like my hair is like greasy, but it's like it's nice and soft and silky and manageable. I don't know. I don't think it matters that much. Unless you guys want to just say I look tired and shitty. Look like I did boxing, the usuals. The medals for dumb as shit. You should see my silver multiverses medal I got from the 2 months people played it. Oh, that's sick. One of my he was one of my groomsmen. His brother was like stupid good at multiverses. His name was Alex. His name is still Alex, but he's a Bugs Bunny player. Very good. He's like a god gamer though. That kid is like top at everything he plays. He got like Grandmaster in Marvel Rivals in like a week. He was Bugs Bunny. He was Bugs Bunny. And now he's not anymore. If we do Monster Rancher 2 again this year, I'm building a Jill. That'd be cool. Ain't I a stinker? I was thinking about what I would raise if we did it again. I think Raki might be a play. Hey, Go Pause, thank you for the sub. Also, if you guys didn't see, I did release a new Rancher Rundown. It's kind of a redux of the first Rancher Rundown I did. Like the How to Stop Your Monsters from Dying Early, except it's got new info for DX. A lot of the script is the same because, it was good as is, but I changed it to like not sound like I was fucking falling asleep. No hairs as far as I can see. Oh, there's plenty. There's plenty of gray hairs. It doesn't show up too well on the camera. You can see right there in the front. There's like a bunch of whites. Totally don't have an auto refresher on it right now. That would be crazy. I'm just getting old, bro. My hair being weird is me getting old. I don't mind the gray hair. Like, if I went like completely gray, I think that looks sick. I think I could pull that shit off. But my hair is simply having a bad hair day. I don't think that's something you can read into. Rivals is so fun. Rivals is maybe like the most fun I've ever had playing a game I don't give a shit about. I have friends who have like thousands of games in it already. And I play and I just kind of like swing around with Venom and I'm like, it's fun to like dive in on people. I don't really, that's about it for me. I'm like, this is silly. I'm probably insufferable to play with. Marvel Rivals, yeah. I got like 15 hours in it or something. That's probably enough for me. I don't think I need to play it anymore. I never played Overwatch. Just simply don't give a shit about games like that. People think will fall off, but they don't understand how much people love superheroes. I will say, I didn't really realize the depth of my like disdain for most Marvel characters. Also, this song's so fucking funny, man. She sounds like me in my first video. There's so many like this happens a lot in like Japanese bands or whatever where like, they sing English. It has nothing to do with the language or the culture or the people or anything, but it just is a thing that I notice a lot. Where it's like the person can like kind of sing, but they like really bury the person's voice in the mix because it's like they know they're not great. It's very low energy. It's like just an objectively bad performance. But it's got the little beat boops, which are pretty cool. I do like the animation. Too much Garu, but what are you gonna do? Oh no, it's Evil Moo, or Digimon. No! It's Nannymon. And you punch someone in the knuckles? That's gotta hurt like hell, man. You must be playing with the boys. Oh, now they're holding hands. Beat his ass. Look at him go. Oh, it's the Phoenix. Gotta beat the whole game to unlock Phoenix in this game. Having a poor Golem's face? He looks very different in this game. Now we got like Magic Pendulum type music out of nowhere. Also, it's like slightly off. There you go. Dude, I was watching the old Magic Pendulum VODs. They're funny, man. Like, I was streaming at a time where it's like, you know, I was streaming pretty late and Tiana would be in bed, and so I was talking like this. I was really, really quiet for the whole thing. But, like, not a bad game. Pretty fun. The actual game itself is, like, kind of butt. Oh my god. I'm in the menu. Don't go back to it while I'm in the menu. The like, drawing and stuff, 11 out of 10. Perfect game. The actual like gameplay is like you go to a town that's a hallway and you talk to people and then sometimes you do battles. And that's it. Okay, we're not gonna like listen to all of this. And the reason, like, it's Monster Rancher, you know what Monster Rancher is. The story doesn't matter that much. People love this lady. Youch. I don't know, man. There's a lot going on already. But, as you will see, it takes quite a while before you get to play the game. What's in this boy's bag? We'll get to play, like, maybe by the end of the stream we'll be able to play. You can see your vagina bones. They got censored in the Western version. No more vagina bones. Anyway, you have amnesia. You don't know why. It turns out it's because you killed a Mochi. Spoilers. Your name is Fane, which is like a 14-year-old white girl's like first OC. Like that's what that shit sounds like. First experience of Monster Rancher 4. Well, hopefully you don't care too much about the story. Maybe it's good if you do care about the story because it's nothing but story. Name Garo Moosebones. I think you only get 8 characters. We're giving this Garu. Fun to have a Monster Rancher game where like, I'm gonna be talking a lot of shit about this game. People love this game, and I kind of don't know why. I do know why, because when you're a kid, you're less discerning. It's simply all it is. This game is like kind of okay once you get into it, and Monster Rancher is not a game you're starting new files on all the time, right? So it's fine. But if you're starting a new file, it's fucking horrendous trying to get into it. We're like 3 or 4 minutes in. We haven't played the game yet. Even then I was mad you had a dedicated starter. It felt like, even as a kid, I was like, how soon can I get rid of this fucking guy? Is this the one you have them on the training equipment? Yes. She's explaining... Oh, oops, my bad. I keep saying no. I just thought of something. I don't remember how I have it set up, but it's possible I don't have any monsters unlocked. Oh, I do have it unlocked. Okay, I got everything unlocked. So we're gonna go get a monster that we actually want to use later. I don't know who. Gel in this game has like 3 things it can mix with. It sucks. Like, why'd they do this? It's cool that they gave him like a tube top though. Metal gel. Gel is just fucked up in this game. Mochi, you know, it's Monster Rancher 3 Mochi. We got Baseball Boy, which is one of my favorites. We used him last time we played. Regular S Phoenix. So we can get... This is, I put in a cheat code to unlock everything early. Because, you know, I don't have a disk drive on my computer. There's no way to get them otherwise. If we were going to play Garu, we might play the apes instead. Was that a Color Pandora golem? Yes, it was. The models don't look too bad. No, the models don't look terrible. I think just the overall, like, art direction of the game is, like, very 2003, 2004. Like, it's just muddy and kind of gross. Isn't someone with Antland? It is, yes. We got Pirate Ape, Red Shorts Ape, and we got Peepo Ape. Peepo Ape is just the regular one. He thinks he's Peepo. I don't like the way that the monsters look. They look like they took assets from different monsters and then stretched them into shape on the main breed. That's kind of like how some of them look. Like, Medillo kind of looks like that. They made him look like a tree. Power to the Peepo. God bless Peepo. He's got 10 intelligence? This guy's got 5. Holy moly. 230 speed, 250 power? That could be fun. I think Medillo would be fun simply because nobody knows him. Medillo's an interesting guy. Peach Dillo. Mr. Fujian. This is like... You're gonna pick Drivadillo, right? What does it say? Margiro instead of Marlboro? What the hell is Margiro? Bam Margiro, my favorite skateboarder from the early 2000s. Monster Rancher brand cigarettes, yeah. Then we got Folks. Folks, how you doing? Sassa Ripper. We got, where's the spooky one? Chaos Ripper. Oh no, he's evil. Phoenix, Horny. I'm like lost. Where are we in the list? It's kind of funny. They gave him a hammer. He looks sad though. Rhino Roller? Puta Ranodon. It's supposed to be Pteranodon, but his name is Puta Ranodon. Why did they do that? That's my nickname in high school. More or less so. Yeah, I am not even saying that one out loud, but yeah, that one is certainly something. Oh my god. Name it potatoes. This one is amazing. Can I get my world's biggest quack from the chat? Looking at a ducking. Who are you? I'm you, but stronger. Griffinite. I kind of like Raiden. Raiden is like a kind of a shitty monster. Ew. Oh, I don't even remember this guy. Oh no, why? He's so fluffy, but like, he's wearing like a skin suit. Can I zoom in? I kind of don't want to zoom in. I can't figure out how, and we're just gonna. Ah! Fuck. That actually scared me. All right, he's sleeping now. Oh, look at. Get out of here. Alright. There we go. That's the thumbnail. Cybernetico. Shanks? Shanks but nothing. I don't think I've ever raised a Mogi in this game. The reason we're looking at all the monsters is, one, we need to go get a new monster that isn't Garu. Because I don't want to raise Garu. I forgot about this. We got Null we have to fight. You can spend the whole stream looking at monsters and never play it, and I'll be content. That's kind of how I feel too. Arbor Mogi. I just realized he has a little spider web in his hat. This guy's pretty cool. Wait, is that a little beetle in his hand? Oh, he's got bugs on him. This man's got bugs on him. Wow, look at him run. He's so top heavy. There's you can't really tell from the stream, I don't think, but there is so much motion blur in this game, and in Monster Rancher 3 as well, that it is like, it's comically difficult to get like screenshots from this game. Some believe it's related to Mach. I can't get over that name, man. Holy moly. Like the Rancher Rundown? Thank you. Yes, so those of you who don't know, I put our new Rancher Rundown today. Panquiche is a good name too. Blixie Clingy! This isn't the good Blixie Clingy. There's a Cooler Kids is the name of the band who did that like embarrassing song at the beginning. They just reused that name in Monster Rancher DS, and Blixie Clingy is the combo of Poncho and Duckin, when it looks like Pop-Up Pirate. I love Poncho. Poncho is my absolute favorite monster, even more than Nighton. Sorry, bud. Nighton's like a very close second. And it's kind of like how I am feeling. I love Poncho. Poncho is like hot dog butt in this game. He's not great in Monster Rancher 3, but he's way better in Monster Rancher 3 than he is in this. Also, like, I think this is a pretty good example of he looks great in Monster Rancher 3, and taking the exact same model and just texturing it differently, like they did here, trying to make it look realistic. It just, I think looks shitty. I don't think it looks very good at all. What's the best combination of Nighton and Poncho possible? What do you mean? I guess there would only be one, right? Or I guess there would be two. Scizorcho, Carancho. This one's kind of weird. Melancho is like up there as like top tier Poncho. If you guys donate, you get to see a little floating Melancho. And then there's Baby Dino, who's also 10 out of 10. Very PS2 aesthetic, yeah, for sure. I do. They didn't need to make him look like this, man. Another monster that like they tried to like make look too realistic, and now he's nasty. They're making Mario nasty now. I think we might try Rhino Roller though. Have you guys heard that song? They're making Mario nasty now. Logged on and I found it out. They are making Mario nasty now. This guy looks like an anime, but what anime does he look like? Is that the rabbit version of Rhino Roller? Bakugan? Does kind of look like Bakugan. Lloyd. Yes, that's what it is. Thank you. Yeah. Searching for a certain princess in a faraway land, it somehow found itself in this world. Sometimes it looks and stands out looking to the sea, remembering that princess. It's all bad guy, but yeah, it's Lloyd, yeah. It's not even the best Lloyd. It's not Legend of Dragoon Lloyd. And it's stunning 1 int growth. Yeah, but like... If you're pulling Psy Roller, you're probably not using the intelligence text, right? Yeah, the 10 intelligence is very funny, though. And the princess is the roller? Hell yeah. Representation of the average driver. Dude, I'm kind of a rock and roller fan. I like the pomp he's got going on. Suzerain, we love Suzerain here, don't we, folks? We love Suzerain. But I'm always raising Suzerain in this game. So we're trying something different this time. Condorin's great. Wizarding, kind of grimdark and funny. This one's amazing. Rabarin's cute. This is... Why they do this to my boy? What the fuck? From Bustling Nanowatt. that shit exists? Like, Japan's just, like, a place in the Monster Rancher universe? Oh my god. Mochisaurus. I really like Lesion, and again, that's exactly how I feel about this. Grapey. Lavalessi. Lavalessi's kind of cool. They did nothing with Lessie. Lessie's like maybe the most boring in this game. Looks so clean in Monster Rancher 3. I think so too. There's just like nothing going on here. We've got Zons. There's a bunch of cool Zons in this game. Regular Zon looks nice. I'm a big fan of the Color Pandora one. And I like this Kagura. This is probably my favorite one. Look at him run. Wah! Right at you. Meow. You can't stop us all if we're all running like that. Mura's kind of interesting. He's got the long nose. He's zooming. He was zooming. I'm always raising Zon as well, though, so we're probably not going to do that. They like, that's it for Hanger. You got Hanger, and you got Ambush, and that's it. They didn't even, like, make Hanger mix with anything. Lots of things mix with Hanger as a subtype, but nothing mixes with Hanger as a main. It's annoying. I've never raised Hanger in this game. Real Steel shit naming it Ambush. Plants. I don't remember if I've raised plants in this game. Question mark breed is a doodle from Monster Rancher 1, yeah. Skyhanger, never again. This is kind of cool, bug flower. Its hands are nasty though. Look at its eyes. Why does it? They gave him eyes. This dude's gonna have a concussion. We got Skeleplant, Queen Plant, Mandrake. I kind of like the like fire effect on it. Oh my god, that's how plant runs. The Queen. The fashionable Queen plant loves to look in the mirror. They say it spends a lot of time every morning just primping its flower petals. I bet. Try Guy. PlayStation Magazine. I like how this is the exact same as this one, except that it says stuff on them. Oh, okay. Color Pandora is another character that didn't need to be, like, they didn't need to make it look more realistic, right? I think they, like, really nailed it in Monster Rancher 3, and I think everyone agrees, and then, I don't know why they did this. Crab Boo's when the yellow one takes the middle spot. And Koro, yeah, they just look nasty, man. Like, why did they do this, man? I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. And then, you know, you got new Joker. And once again, they didn't mix him with anything, because God forbid. Lobster, he's not dragon in this game. He's not dragon until Monster Rancher DS, I think. Wild West Naga, their partner. Can you read what his tattoo says? Museo Cobra. Cyclops. It's nasty. Hack Tack. Jungler looks pretty good. They really changed it though. Hate that Joker redesign. I think it's okay, but it's like they haven't done anything with it. Kagemusha, Goldie. You can mix him with Suezo in this game. I forgot about that. Can't believe Color Pandora got so many subs when Hanger got 2. I know. I love this. Dude, the sword, and just being a big-ass cleaver is sick. He's got a little face on his belt. Gyarados is sick. This guy's name is simply Rhinoceros. Oops. Let's go back. Where were we? Yeah, we were going backwards. I like how flat his head is. Pumpkin Durhan sick, yo. Versailles. What I really like about this is, like, it's probably pronounced Versailles, but if you were actually pronouncing it properly, it would be like Versailles, which is like kind of like an unwieldy name. What a bot on this one. Not her, the rhino one, I swear. Good proportions. Yeah, that's I think when you have armor like that, it's like maybe gonna cause body envy. Praising her sons and genocider. They brought the name back. Berserker. Durahan. Classic Durahan. I like how big the fringe is, but what's with the little baby shield, man? He looks more like Nightmare. Vesuvius. I'm not a big fan of the Vesuvius design in this game. Shame Monster Hunter 3 Durhan didn't get to be in more games. He's kind of cool. Miku. Oh no, she's gonna take a picture of you and you're gonna see ghosts. That's like one of the only crossover references I actually get in this game. Okay, pixies, whatever. The Duckin' one's cute. Hey! Baku's like got gnarly teeth in this game, just like he did in 2 or 3, sorry. Hippopo Chaos. Hippopo Chaos. Right on Baku. Electrial. This shit's nasty, man. This guy's got Juggalo vibes. I don't know how to describe it or explain it. Regular ass Baku. Magmax is back. We got Gontar again. Icebergy, all your favorites. Playing the hits. Higante. Look at that. King Tut Duck. I haven't raised a duck in this game either. The problem is the like raising multiple monsters at the same time thing does not work if they're not all like built around the same stats. Duck Fever? Oh my god. This is kind of cool though. Like I can't spin it around to like see a better angle, but he's hollow, right? Like kind of hollow. You can see the little arena in the middle. And the sky in the top. $30 life and 255 defense. Who is that? Did I miss something? Oh my god. Duck Fever, yeah. Go on you, Duck. This is such a funny stat line. Pumpkin Duck. Machu Picchu. Classic Duckin. Blocking looks neat in this game. There's not enough Duckins. There's more Duckins than we're used to, but they got rid of Ticken. They did give us King Tut Duck, though. Why no Ticken? Game Probot. Chaos Dragon. Mature Dragon. Owlbeard. Techno Dragon. Techno Dragon looks like... He looks like the Divine Dragon from Legend of Dragoon. Like with the way his face is set up. Diaboros. Jig. Dragon. Classic Dragon. Not a big fan of Monster Hunter 4 Dragon. Look how long this dude's face is. That's a snout. This dude's a Borzoi. Rock Dragon just like straight up looks like normal dragon. Tanklon 2! He's back! In Pog form. Roll Beat. It's Dromojimon. No, we have Dromojimon at home. Look at him. They gave him a little mustache. And it's like such a loser haircut though. Roll Beat. Gelaton. This is like... This was a pretty common pick when my cousin and I were playing this as kids. Monster Hunter 4 flubbed a lot of the designs. Color Pandora has never been uglier. I can't disagree. Melkarba in this game is adorable. He's just a little guy with a big-ass nose. Maybe we raise a Melkarba. Gelaton's one of the best B-clones, yeah. Just good stats, too. Centurion. Looks nice in this game. Ducklon in this game. I don't know why its bits are animated at like 10 FPS, but, you know, it is what it is. Ducklon is great. They actually made him cute. Garu Noronga in UKMR gives me huge Mojimon vibes. Yeah. Beaklon looking kind of doofy, a little bit. B-Gator's sick, though. They give him the black mage eyes. I'm kind of a B-Gator fan. B-Rock is okay. This just looks like, what's it called? Exiton or whatever from Monster Rancher 3. Hip Mew. My hair's kind of looking like that right now. No? I got a better hairline. Mew in this game, they went back to the doll design. So it's kind of interesting how in every single game, I think Mew looks more different in the first 4 games than any other monster, like game to game. You have stuff like hair that like from 2 to 3 is wildly different, but 3 and 4 are basically the same. Monster Rancher 1 Mew, or Nya, is like very monstrous in design, and like it's kind of flat, and like it looks like a cursed doll. And then Monster Rancher 2 is like, it's still a doll, it's still got the zipper in the back, but it's much more animalistic. And then 3, they kind of did away with the doll designs to make it an animal completely, and now it's like, you know, back in the other direction. The textures on the Mews in the game do look good, though, I will say. Out of all of the textures that are like in the game, these are definitely some of the best. Yeah, it's Ant Mew. Like, Ant Mew's adorable. Very Little Big Planet? Yeah, for sure. Let's call Mew. Mew. Bow Bow. Regular Mew. Bow Mew. They didn't even call it Bow Wow. Oh, we got Spy Hair. We got the... Yeah, I don't know. I don't like hair in this game, man. Why'd they do this? Jacoranta. We got Gunbit and Gunbits. They're 2 different monsters. They didn't try too hard for the names on some of these guys. Regular ass hair. Pulscorn, they went back to the old name. It's supposed to be Pulsar, but, you know, translation hadn't been invented yet. Here got pretty wrecked when Raiden stole this whole thing. Yeah, it's like the whole martial artist archetype went to the Kung Fu bird, and now Hair's just like, I'm a silly rabbit that like spins his hands around. Ripper's awesome. Yes, there's a lot of like cool boy coded shit in this game, which is like why I think people remember it so fondly. We got the bell bottoms tiger. At least Hair looks better in 3 than 4. I mean, it's almost the exact same. I can understand why you would say that. I don't think it's a bad opinion or anything. This one, Rylon's kind of cool because they took the Grimdark tiger from the last game, and they're like, what if we just, you know, use it as something? Nightfang looks so funny, man. Oops, wrong button. We're almost there. We've almost looked at everything. We'll play the game at some point. Even Nitpick always kind of bug me. Starter stats for monsters here don't feel as distinct as before. No, they don't. Neither do tournaments. Tournament monsters definitely don't. And we'll see that once we get into the games. Because once you get past like rank D, every monster in the rank has like the exact same stats. It gets really, really obvious. Excuse me, I'm getting bored just thinking about it. Once you get to like rank S, and every monster has like 400 in every stat. And that's the stat line. Golem, 400 speed, 400 power, 400 life. Mochi, 400 speed, 400 power, 400 life. Pixie, 400 speed, 400 power, 400 life. It's boring. I don't know why they did it. Well, I know why they did it, because it's easier than, you know, programming something properly. Putting effort in. It's cheaper. It's funny that people remember a one-turning monster from this game because it's different. No, yeah. And people talk about it like it's like this. It is a novelty to the game, But Null is like every single like rival monster in Monster Rancher 3. Pod Dog. Bar Guests. Jaguar Beats. Regular Tiger. Daytonare. Daytonare doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look like a Triceratops. Null is dumb. It's just a Monster Rancher 3 mon, yeah. We got Dino. Dino's back. Kinda. He's back in Zoom form. And Kirin. I like his goofy eyes. Mustardy. Mustardy in this game is kind of neat. I like that it's not just yellow. Cocodrilo. Cocodrilo. Pollo. That fucking video. I can never say it without thinking of that. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's like slop made for like children. It's like one of those old school. It's one of the like kids YouTube viral videos from like 10 years ago. See if I can find it. Okay, I found it. 1 sec. Fuck. This content isn't available. Full video, uncut, re-uploaded? Hell yeah. Okay. This is like the most brain rot shit. Volume mixer. Okay. It means something, yeah. Let's take a look here.
Gatto. Gatto.
But what could possibly happen?
León. León.
Where am I?
Perro. Perro.
I'm over here. I'm up on the top. You know, Blue Cat Lion has a chance to win.
Tigre.
Why is this so
Tigre.
big? But this is the one.
Pollo.
Pollo. This is the killer one. What kind of shitpost is this?
Cocodrilo. Cocodrilo.
Anyway, we're not watching the whole thing. That's the funny one. Cocodrilo. Why Spanish? Because people, believe it or not, there's people who speak Spanish, and you know, children have to learn Spanish if they're in Spanish households. Cocodrilo's accent sounds Argentinian. You might be right. I don't know. How evolution really happened. They went back. Oh my god, they're going back. Oh my god. Cyrao. Hello, Hasorian. Again, I don't think this game... I don't think Monster Rancher works when you make it, like, realistic looking. I think it needs to be cartoony. Headshiro's, like, closer to cartoony. Gadgeter G, the big motherfucking belt he's got on, the MF belt. We used this guy last time. This golem is like actually really sick. He's like legitimately good. He's got like really high electric element, which is like extra critical hit, I think. If I remember correctly. Look at the fucking magazines he's got hanging off his hands. Poseidon. I kind of like Monster Rancher 4 Golem. He's not, you know, I prefer Monster Rancher 2. But I think it's a cool design. He got that MF thing on him, he does. Eagle King. Like, this guy looks sick. The wide shoulders are cool, very Voltron with the lion heads, yeah. The Lionhead Studios, that man's about to make Fable. Gobi in this game is like, it's a very different, like, way to approach it, right? His head's a bit off, but I can dig him, yeah. And then you got this guy. Like, I don't know, man. What did they do to Marble Guy? We haven't seen Marble Guy. This is a different monster. Battle Rocks looks good in this game. I think Golem's funny. Scaly. Golem. And then Gel. Gel's the last monster, numerically. And then, like, Mochi's second last. OP Mochi. OP Mochi style. Jinji. Sure. Gizumochi. We haven't seen, the Antlands. People Ape. Goku. Mochigaru. Tri-Eye. Shidao. Garu. Zabel. I don't know. I'm not a big... I don't like Garu. You guys like Garu? How do you guys feel about Garu? I don't like purebred Garu specifically. Garu is not good. People are saying they like this guy. Moose, it's me. Moose.
Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Watch out. Watch out. Here's Moosey.
A moose is in the house. Here's Moosey. You have to raise Moose? I don't know. We got Antland. We should raise an Antland. Antland is like a character that kind of doesn't do anything. Like, his stat line is not set up to, like, fight. Garu was the mascot for Advance 2, just like Antland was for Advance 1. Garu was also the mascot for this game. Advance 2 came out after this game did. I'm pretty sure, right? Pretty sure it was 1, 2, 3, Advance 1, this, Advance 2. If I remember correctly. Pharaoh Eye's kind of cool. Came out first? They came out with both the Advance games before they came out with 4? I mean, someone can look that up for me. I might raise this guy. Imagine ditching Momo but keeping Garu. Antland stat lines were defensive, sorta. He had high defense, yeah, but like it's... They were weird. Like, he's very average. Before I've seen this game, I'll have to watch the VODs since it looks like I missed the start. We haven't done anything yet. We, like, mashed through some story, and we've just been looking at monsters. So you haven't actually missed anything. We haven't spent a week training the guy yet. Advance 2 comes first by a year? Okay, thank you. Blackus. Yeah, alright. Sure, man. Falco Antland goes hard. You mean regular Antland? Oh, Falco Land. I thought you meant this because it's... You said Flacco, so I thought you were making a melee joke. Rage Rock. Surfana. Blue Crush. Evil Fish. Ogio, one of like 2 good intelligence monsters in the entire game. I just realized like how dragon-like its head is here. I don't think I ever realized that before. The fin it has on top just looks like a pole like stuck in its head. And now Galoptan. I assume you got this from a Gallop Racer. This is how he sleeps. Dick out. Also, I just realized I'm not even on the right screen. Whoops. Igio got most of the int love for this game. It's basically, you would know better than me, but it's mostly just it and Phoenix, right? And then Dragon has like a couple of attacks, but Dragon's power attacks are still better. If I remember correctly. As far as stuff that's like viable competitively. And Pixie, I mean, but like... As far as I know about Pixie in this game, it's kind of like Pixie in 2, where it's like, yes, the intelligence build is better, but the monster is kind of sucky. Why did Monster Hunter do int attack so poorly? So, in this game, intelligence attacks are almost exclusively like focused on withering. Most of them don't do any damage. So intelligence attacks are like a thing you would do if you want to play a lockout playstyle. And, you know, that's just the way they decided to build the game. But also, this game is like, the more power you have, the less you get withered by power attacks, and more intelligence you have, the less you get withered by intelligence attacks. So they tried to, like, make it so you could just, like, go big on a stat and, like, tank withering. But it doesn't really work because you don't need the defense, right? So it's like, you know, you can just simply build like a regular like attack monster and not get withered. Most attacks are like 30 guts down and no damage. Yeah. Gylo Lightan. Gilly Lantan. The names are the same. Gaitan. I kind of like how like misshapen this dude's head is. He looks like a gremlin. He's got his little feathered wings. Halloween. Defense still sucks here. It's just that, like, defense doesn't actually suck in this game because of, like, they finally made it okay, and they made it okay by, like, making the game kind of shitty. Because you can do counterattacks in this game, where you pick rock, paper, scissors, and if you guess right, your opponent's attack doesn't go through, and they take damage and withering based on how much damage and withering they would have done to you. Or, like, the force in the withering, I should say. So, tanks effectively have a 33% chance to not only dodge every single attack by just letting, like, trying to counter every single attack. They also have the potential for you to waste guts attacking into them. So it's like... I like lost track where I was. Yeah. Grindink? Dude. But counterattacks suck. They're very, very strong. They're very, very, like, over-centralizing. If there was, like, a PvP scene for this game, I think everything would be counterattacks. Worm's not here? Worm is not here. Peacockin'. Oh, I guess we didn't look at all the Raidens. We got the hung up on that the Psy Roller one. I don't even remember this guy. Yeah, Beaklon replaces Worm entirely from 3 on, yeah. Except for, yeah. Yeah, entirely. Owlden. Owlkaden. Reference for my fighting game fans. Peak Monster Rancher Force 2 max defense Durahens, throwing swing every second and trying to counter every attack. Swing is so funny because it's like, it's not overtuned in the way that like an attack like Golem's Brow Hit is overtuned. It's overtuned in the way that like a Metal Nurse Straight is overtuned, where it's like the move on its own is not game winning, right? Like it doesn't have instant game winning potential. But its numbers are so fucking stupid that you can just, like, fire it off a million times and you only gotta land it a couple of times. And, like, you're probably gonna land it a couple of times. Golem's Brow Hit is, like, just, like, obscene. And I guess they're kind of similar. I'm trying to think of, like, something like Gelcopter. Like, Gelcopter is a really good tech. It's kind of all in, but if it hits you instantly win, and you've got more than 50-50 shot to land it. Durhan's swing in this game is like, I think it's like C-Force, but it's like it doesn't cost anything. It might as well be free. And yeah, it's very funny. Ew. No thank you. The eyes on this guy, holy, he's seen some shit. It's no risk, high damage, yeah. You regen most of the guts and has 26 force and good hit, yeah. Turn Assault. Yeah, it's not like a Turn Assault. It's like Turn Assault's a good example of like something where it's broken because it's, you know, the numbers are really high on it. But it's closer to like something like Stab. If Stab had C-Force. Flamigo. Oh my god, they stole. It's the same picture. Pokemon going around suing everybody. They're gonna get sued because they stole a name. That's how it works. That's how copyright infringement works. Pokemon, your response? What do you have to say for yourself? Miyamoto. Junichi Masuda, what are you doing? Where were you? December 14th, 2004. Corporate needs you to find the difference between these two pictures. Yeah. It's gonna own Nintendo now. Yeah. Tecmo can like spread, like break off from Koei now. And make a Monster Rancher Evo 2 and lose all the money immediately. Evil Beak. He looks conniving, but like he's got silly eyeballs. Wonder if I should go for Ape in Monster Rancher 1 or just wait to raise Tropical Ape in Monster Rancher 2. So, I think Ape's better in Monster Rancher 2. And we're back. Bah! I'm gonna get you. Oh my god. This is like actually like maybe fundamentally the most fucked up monster in the game. And we have like Color Pandora and Color Pandora subs. I almost want to raise it. Like, it's just the ugliest fucker on the planet. Why is he so, like, wrinkly? Why did they do that to my man? Rest in peace, Arrowhead. Yeah, Arrowhead was in the advanced games, but he wasn't in 3. And then he wasn't in 4. Jump scare ass gif, I'm saying. Bah! Oh, the slow walk. Him looking up, look at, he's so proud of himself. It's like he doesn't realize he's hideous. Please raise it, he deserves it. Okay. Skyhorn.
Bye, Daddy. I'm dying.
Golden Foot. Okay, so Al, do we know anything about the numbers for like traits in this game? Does like Golden Foot actually apply to like feet attacks, or is it like Monster Rancher 3 where they'll say like this powers up your all moves with a horn, and then horn attack doesn't use horn, it uses head or something like that? Of course, some actual top tier monsters in this game. Al would know better than I do, and then I don't think like Maple's watching right now. But there's a couple of people who've like entered a bunch of Monster Rancher 4 tournaments. I've never entered any of the scenes, like any of the events in the scene for this game, mostly because, you know, getting a ranch up and running is a huge RNG nightmare. Trying to get the right what do you call it, training facilities and things like that. They're all just random drops. Usually works the way you're thinking for. Golden Foot on ride and boost everything that's a kick by 5%. Okay. Durhan's super good. Golem's still crazy. Gadgets are a pain to find. Yes, they're not fun. Also, Ken, how are you doing? I applied to run Monster Rancher at Combo Breaker again, so hopefully we can get it. I know they don't give people a spot 2 years in a row too often, but I'm really hoping they make an exception. He's a smash hit. King's Fist. Okay, we gotta raise this fucking gross asshole. Yeah. He'll be there, nice. Can we get rid of him yet? Oh, okay. How do I freeze? Is it in town? Okay. After 4 weeks, okay. Fuck. Ah! So I didn't tell him to do anything. So here's the thing. Every time you train, because you can have up to 5 guys, also, oh my god, it's inverted? The left-right is inverted? That's crazy. Why'd they do that? Because you can have, like, 5 monsters training at the same time, you train, and then you kind of appraise what each monster is doing. So, a single week, like, if you're playing with 5 monsters on the ranch, we're gonna call it farm... Oh, wait, back. I can't go back now. Okay, so we're stuck with farm. 2 table. Okay. Okay, so you can schedule your monsters. You choose what they do every week. Until you have all your shit set up, like, super pristine, you are simply not going to, like, be able to leave this. You're gonna have to adjust it, like, over and over again. I'll just raise power. Rest, power. Sure can do this. Yeah, okay. Be in training. Early monsters guaranteed to be dumping for. Yeah, you can't. I don't know what the speedrun is for this game, but I am not interested. Why? Okay. I need to check my controller here. One sec. It's and all those times I'm stopping is like I'm rotating the stick, and it's like it doesn't know where my my controller is. Pad 1. Can I... There's no, like... In PCSX 2, is there a way to calibrate your sticks? It has, like, everything else. You should be able to. Up, down. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's gonna be fucking annoying. I wonder why it's doing that. It's kind of weird that it doesn't just have like rotate your stick in a circle thing here. She's a Stardew Guru and rides that let you get around adventures faster. Oh, for the speedrun, yeah. Okay, so I can basically only move in cardinal directions. Oh, why is it doing that? I should be able to like adjust it, but I don't know. Whatever. We'll worry about it later. Oh my god, but he stops every time. It should work with a stick. Yeah, it's this new controller I bought. Maybe it's just not like reading it correctly. I was having the same problem when I was playing SSX the other day. But that was on Dolphin, and then I just adjusted it on Dolphin, and it worked fine after. Like, this is me spinning the stick. Like, it won't let me run in a circle. Okay, and I'm walking sometimes, I'm running sometimes. Dude. Oh, I'm gonna be real, this might be too much to handle. Do I risk it? Do I go back to the PS4 pad? So, we're gonna risk it. If this thing disconnects, which it is wont to do, it will probably kill all my USB ports simultaneously, which is very funny. Okay, sticks are like straight up not working. Let's config. It'll be funny if everything crashes, I guess. I cannot get it to work. Guess we can't play. Oh well. Wait, I can set it to D-pad. Yeah, let's just do that. I'll just set it to D-pad. If you just play Monster Hunter 4 again, since I loved it as a kid and don't want to shatter the nostalgia. So like I said off the hop, the things that make Monster Hunter bad, Monster Hunter 4 like not fun, are not like things that are inherently obvious if you are playing on a file you've had for a long time. The issues are mostly in early game. There we go. No? Okay, it's better. Is this only camera? Okay, if that's only camera, I'm gonna change the... Oh my god. I'm gonna change the config so left and right are inverted. Right. Left, okay. No? Okay, I lost all my buttons except for left and right. Okay, so that works now. And now this works? What? But now my menuing doesn't work. I'm like unbelievably lost. No, this is still broken. What the fuck, man? You know, the second we actually try and play the game, it just doesn't work. It's pretty funny. What the fuck? I reconfigured it. Now it just doesn't work at all. Oh my god. Let's restore defaults. This is not Hop About? I mean, it's controlling worse than Hop About. Okay, select. What? Okay, that's fucking insane. So there's a quick setup where you just press the button and it's like press select, press start, press like, and you just press all the buttons, but it's selecting every time it selects something, it's choosing 2 buttons. So it says press a button for select, L3, start, up, down, D-pad. So now I have like 4 buttons set to my select. Oh my god. You know what? I can play this without a pad. I'm pretty sure I have it set up like that. I was just like, I got a new pad. I want to play.
I want to play video games.
Mr. 4 was my jam back in the day. Currently going back through my PS2 library and playing Okami.
This is not a Hop About. Hey, thank you. Yeah, Okami's a great game. Up, left, down. I don't think I ever played this game on keyboard before because you need like camera controls. I can set up. Okay, I can set that up. This is taking a little while. I apologize, guys, but we're almost done. Okay, there's my camera. There's my movement. We can only move in 8 directions, but that's fine. All right, moving on to week 3. Oh my god. I don't like when you pet it? Okay, my bad. I guess we're getting rid of it, so it doesn't matter. I probably should have been paying attention. But I forget which way the arrows are good. Is it left is good? 100, we did it. We got a 9. I like how all of the left is good. Okay. I like how all of the meters are just like a straight up meter, and then motivation is. So it's like left is like it's going up, right? Motivation is going up, and then right is it goes down. And then sometimes the arrows, like, they're not as full. But either way, it's like, it's stupid. I can see from a regular meter if it's going up or down. I don't need arrows. Yawn. That's how I'm feeling. Once the sleep deprivation challenge in college with friends, decided to play Monster Rancher 4 to they up and pass out in front of the TV within an hour. That's pretty funny. It's not a high octane game. We rest, and now hopefully we can go get rid of him and go get a new monster. I haven't booted it up since. The moon is so bright tonight, I can't sleep. When I was expelled from school, I thought I'd lose. I don't care. Do you care? I don't care, do you? She's so sad. She wishes she was in Monster Rancher 2. It's real unfortunate. Let's go to town. Get rid of this fucker. So we haven't got to choose our own monster yet. That's what we've been dealing with. What the Marlboros? What is it called? What did it? Was it like Marjoro? Yeah, it was Marjoro or something, right? Monster Rancher 3 companion was better. Would talk shit all the time to other trainers. It's because she's supposed to be like literally 4 years old. Oh yeah, we gotta do a fight first. All right. Oh, it's an evil asshole hare with a big mustache. Kellerino. Like, real talk, why is she standing like that? Like, that's gotta hurt, right? Like, completely straight upper body and then like a 45-degree angle on your waist. Core training. When does Rio put up her hair? Has spinal complications to be understanding. Okay, she's got the scoliosis. That's fine. Association, right? Her name is TT. How are we supposed to pronounce that? We may never know. See you later, fucko. Put him in his forever box. You're done. He's just staring at me. Both loved and hated Monster Rancher 4. I love the adventure and the monster models. Hated the main character model, the way ranking worked. Yeah, that sucked too. You had to fight so much. Okay, we're gonna raise the ugliest, the Swedish fish you've ever seen. You know how funny would it be to get rid of the Garu and then raise an ape immediately, which is just Garu but ape. Oh man, just BM. We got Puta Ranaden here, but we got this guy. What are we gonna call him? We need a name for him. He's got like the old school like wig, like WHIG wig, like sideburns. This man was a founding father. This is actually what Thomas Jefferson looked like. Honest Abe? I cannot tell a lie. He's ugly as fuck. Is the Ape Escape model a mod or is that actually in game? That's in game. Raiden has one sound clip for everything. Yeah, and isn't it a Zoom sound clip? Grunkbird? We're grunkin'. So guys, I only have 8 letters here. What are we gonna go with? This is a very cool monster who you're trying to lie to. The Gru. Can't turn off my lights. I'll be eaten. Is there a monolith in 2? There is not. In Monster Rancher 2, yes. There is not in 4, unfortunately. They took out all the cool shit. Fowler? Fowler is kind of interesting. The fish people from Zelda? Zoras? Smegmar? We're not calling him Smegmar. That's crazy. They come up... Both come with Glorf? You guys are Glorfin. I like it when you both said it's Glorfin time. Flip Flap? I was taking a nap. All about a Saturday night. You third Glorf? You know, I don't want to, like, be mean. I come up with, like, lots of shitty names. Glorf is very, like, Penguin and Doom sounding, though. Glorf is like, I don't want to say Redditor because it's not embarrassing like that. Scorn with a K, dude. That it's so funny. He does not deserve that at all. Fourth Glorf, just because I said that. We got 4 Glorfs. That was my favorite mode in Smash 4. Potato. I wish that there was more letters so I could get a horse and name him Potato. But like, you know, the proper potato. P-O-T-O-O-O-O-O-O-O-O. Potatoes. I'm dead first. This is looking like... Only having 8 letters makes it difficult. Glorf is Game Grumps code. It is kinda. Fowler or Fowler? Or Fowler. Sanders? Your next idea is about to be Forcer because you got an ad for one. This man's buying a Subaru. Putaiden looks like that kind of name. Shoebill? You guys are like, these aren't bad. Glorfo? He's looking like he needs like a distinguished name. Like a Cornelius. Mochi? That's pretty good. Reginald? That's pretty good. It's too long though. Porfo for Porfus, because I'm a drop nerd. Beekton? Beekton's not bad. Theodore? Arcturus? Arcturus is pretty good. Does that shit fit? It does not fit. Reginald does fit. Reginald Featherbottom. Original name, do not steal. Glorf is kind of epic bacon random tier. I don't know if it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. Arcturus is 8 letters. Arcturus is pretty good. Boscus? Pro Boscus? What about Bosco? He's looking like a Bosco. Ptolemy? He looks like he might be a Bosco. Bosco. 2, 3, 4, 5. What about like Doctor? We can go with Dr. Bosco. Toucan Sam. Dude, I wish I had more letters. Uncle Toucan Sam would be like the perfect name. Dr. Boskanovich? Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking of that. Honestly, I think that's worse. I don't want it to be a reference. Toucans. Toucans is better. Toucan Sam, does that fit? It does fit. I think that's what we're going to go with. Has 8 been the limit for previous games? In 3 and 4 it was. In Monster Rancher 1 and 2 it was, but you know, with Japanese characters you can fit way more into 8. I think Toucan San is what we're going with. Oh wait, Toucans is too many letters. Wait, I'm like, yeah, it's 8.
I want to play video games.
I
It's
really
too
hope
difficult.
you are gonna speed up the emulator for the fun adventure mode.
Oh, for sure. I think we just go with Bosco. I'm sorry, guys. You guys can name my next one. I can't. He looks like him. Should have named him Caesar. Cesare. You got it working? Yeah. This is the same picture. What the fuck? Same color scheme? Okay, we got our boy Bosco. Let's train. I didn't tell him to do anything. All right, we're off to a good start. All right, could have been better. Moonlight is bright tonight, just like the other night. Oh, what night. That was a pretty funny voice crack there, but... Late December 1963. His pecs are huge. Hello, I'm the man who lives in the tree. I got big nose. Aye! Don't look at me. What? Can't hide it forever. It's a beautiful moon tonight. It's okay. Anyway. Why is he making that noise? Stop making that noise at me. Doing the crying anime girl meme pose. I have to take a screenshot of that and I gotta be like... We got our thumbnail, I guess. I really don't like Makruji's face. I think it's because his eyes are so, like, wide. Oh, I would just like to play the game, man. I can't imagine... You can't imagine how little I care, guys. Here we go. I'm in short range now. Okay. No, fuck you. Got you. I'm going for the KO. I have to go all the way back? Yeah. Oh. Like, that's the wrong way. I missed? I'm aware, but movement is so bad in this game. The step in and step back stuff they added to UKMR, but it costs 10 guts to do it. As opposed to 3 in this game. Okay. I'm pressing. Did I just get locked out? Like, he's up against the wall, so I can't push him. I'm pretty sure. Dude, I'm fucking doing it. Am I soft locked? Okay. Oh my god. Good! Nice twirling. Marvelous. Hey, we did it. What a great tutorial. That was a great game. I mean, that was like... That was user error. Like, I could have simply just listened to what it was telling me to do. Well, it's pretty funny that it locked me out like that. We beat it. We're done. Okay. Schedule. Let's get some punching in. Can I do 3? We don't need anything else. We're fine. Never questions where the Garo went. She knows. Okay, I'm liking this less and less. Whereas Monster Rancher 4 situated canonically after Monster Rancher 2. Specifically because they make like reference to it. And how the trainers there were evil because they didn't care about their monsters. And then, you know, the ultimate irony is this game basically has you setting up a fucking factory farm to raise your monsters. After, like, scolding the player for, like, playing tryhard. Like, playing competitively. There's a whole, like, plot point in this game where it's like, you're kind of a shitty person if you play the game competitively. And then they set it up so the only way you can possibly play this game competitively is by, like, no-lifing it in the most, like, I have no connection to my monster whatsoever type of way. We're just gonna proceed the weekend. Do we do competition immediately? We can probably win some rank E stuff. There is like a whole lot of nothing going on right now, and that will change over time. But it's gonna go from a whole lot of nothing to like way too much, so everything's like really, really slow. Now we rest. Actively erode their own fan base. Yeah, it's kind of shitty. Like, I mean, you can read into it too much, and like, it might not be as serious, but like, most players saw it as like, it's very obvious what they're trying to do here. Not looking at the road. Yeah, let's do the tournament. Sure. We have no loyalty yet. Just casually doing a one-armed handstand push-up after swallowing a squid whole. Yeah, he's pretty good. Okay, Sean, Basso, and Newman. Bosco and Basso. Oh boy, we got a lot of power. We're okay. This man's trying to uncho me. Uncho yourself. What? I start with 99 guts? Sure. I'm gonna beat your ass. Cool. Is this a game where you can skip some tutorial and only raise one monster indefinitely, or is that something else? No, that is this one. So there is a system for counters, and the counter system like completely changes how you play the game. But there is a way to make it so it never, like, you never have to do the tutorial, and if you don't do the tutorial, the counter system never shows up, and that's by not raising more than one monster. If you bring one monster all the way to the end of the game, you never raise 2 or 3, you will never unlock counters as a mechanic in the game, and you can simply play the game without them. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's insane that they didn't think to test that. Yeah, we're pretty good. Makes the game better. I mean, yeah. You read BS. Bullish is like, you don't do foolery in this game. You do timidity or bullish, and it's like you press an attack and you walk forward or walk backwards. I think Raiden's SFX are genuinely wrong on accident, but they're wrong in Monster Rancher 3 as well, right? It's the same thing. It's just the one zoom noise. It doesn't really matter if you like it or you don't, because it's part of the game. But you need to win 3 tournaments in a rank before doing the official. So to get from rank E to rank D, you need to win 4 tournaments, which is annoying. But additionally, on top of that, That's interesting. Depends on stat differential or temperament of your monster. Oh, is that it? Okay, cool. It's great how it doesn't fucking explain that anywhere in the game. So you just, it looks like your game is broken. I'm happy that if it just like I feel about this game in Monster Rancher 2, right? Where it's like, this game is like, I don't The argument for Pokemon Gen 1 bad is hinged on comparing it to everything else that came after. If you look at it easy to get sacked in 3 with how speed is. Yeah, I think Also works against the CPU or PvP. It works against the CPU? Oh, interesting. That is like arguably impossible to parse without knowing that it exists. Whereas like, you know, stress and fatigue, it doesn't show you the stats, but you can figure out that like my monster is like tired, right? Because it says your monster's tired. It doesn't give you the exact numbers, but that's like an entire mechanic that it doesn't tell you about. Show you something other than a miss on fail. Yeah, it could just be like, oh, like a little pop-up could come up and be like, your monster is an asshole, so it missed this or whatever. What my friend did, sold the game to me as I was playing an RPG that has 150 characters. So it's Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross is kind of Pokemon. Alston. Somewhere down a Fullerton, there's a place we used to go to get away from it all. You guys know Alston? It's a very specific reference, but Suikoden's like, yeah. Planning to raise 3 or 5 monsters at once? Maybe 1. Maybe 1 so we don't have to deal with counters. If you're just getting here, there's a glitch in the game where you can simply never have to unlock the mechanic of counters by not raising more than 1 monster. This fucker's bullish. Really funny that they didn't account for that. It's such a, like, it's silly. They're just like, there's no way anyone will ever want to raise less than 1 monster. Or less than 3 monsters, rather. Cool Swives right there. Fakazo. I always thought the name was really funny as a kid for obvious reasons. Fuckazo. Tired? He doesn't look tired, but, you know, it's fine. It's rest week. Everything worked out. We'll raise the second stat at some point, but right now, we're doing okay. What do we have for power? Only 200. It feels... Can you even exploit it and raise a new monster on the same week? Your current one will die to get a bunch of adventure XP. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Yeah, because you can just carry them with the monster. Oh, that's really interesting. Not unlocking counters and mechanics just sounds like making the game better. You're not wrong. Since freezing is automatic, you don't lose anything. Forgot about Alistair. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was Aliston, but it is Alistair. That album kind of sucks, but that song in particular is okay. They got that one song at the end of the album that's like them like fucking up the song 12 times, like literally 12 times. They like get further and further into the song, and then there's finally the real version at the end. I always went immediately to add more monsters to my ranch. I mean, I did too. Because they're not wrong. Like, why wouldn't you? But it's funny that you can just avoid it. Can you raise more than 1 monster? The team up battle effect does prevent the enemy from countering. Oh, okay. Eat a mango. Okay. I can't do any more actions. I only got the 1 action. You do get more actions available as you get more monsters. The one actual counterplay, that's really funny. Eats like D from Always Sunny, yes. Sweet Bosco over here. Great job, my guy. When's the official? We'll do the next one. Do you think underutilized the group battle and group combo mechanics in this game? Yeah, I tend to agree. We're getting 80s. What happened to that 100 we got? More praise. You did it. But, like, you know, this obviously takes a very long time, especially if you have 5 monsters, and that's like 1 week. Think about it. How long have we had this guy? He is 4 months old. We'd be almost done the Monster Rancher 4 speedrun by this point. Or Monster Rancher 2 speedrun, sorry. Since we got this guy. Definitely since we started the stream, but we also fucked around looking at monsters for an hour. Noticing a lack of intrusive characters coming to the ranch in this game? Are you? Your timing couldn't have been worse, my man. What even is the story of this game? Is it any good? The story? No. The story is you dropped out of school because you killed a mochi and it gave you PTSD and, you know, it fucked up all your stuff. And then you meet a girl and then you guys decide to cohabitate and she's also, like, fucked up and, like, has a tortured past. None of it's interesting, though. And you're railroaded into raising a monster that, like, you don't want to raise at the beginning of the game. It's just, it's slow. Gentleman's robes look eerily like Tav's wizard robes from BG3. He looks like my guy. He looks exactly like the guy I'm raising right now. Okay, he's getting hungry. He'll beat up Satan or whatever. My bell doll, yep. Yeah, you gotta go kill Monster Satan later. Like, the story is, like, especially for its time period, not terrible. Like, it's pretty standard RPG fare. Nothing's too crazy. Also, I was not paying attention. I should have gone to the last one. Whatever. Like, that's the thing that's really funny to me, right? Is when people talk about, like, oh, this game has got a really good story. Most of the time, it's, like, by degrees, right? It's good for a video game because 90% of the time, a good video game story is, like, an average B movie story. Like, that's the best you can hope for. It's when people talk about how, like, how come there's no good video game movies, and it's because there's no good video game stories. Or there wasn't for, like, a very long time, especially during this era, where, like, you know, they had the potential to make bigger games, and outside of, like, very, very few narrative-driven games, stories were still, like, complete ass across the board. And even something like, you know, a Final Fantasy IX or whatever, one of the greatest games of all time, or I would say 7, but I'm not that normie, I guess. Empirically speaking, kind of like a bad story, like in the sense of like the canon of media, right? Like it's not great. There's like no big twists. There's no like the narrative isn't clever. There's like nothing going on. It doesn't need to be, you know, super intellectual, but it's standard, right? It's just there's not a lot going on. And I love that game, and I love the story in that game. I think it's fantastic. I may or may not have cried at least once at the end of Final Fantasy IX. It's a game that matters, but like being real, compare that to like that's like at the pinnacle of like what video games have achieved so far. And you compare it to like I don't know, your favorite book or your favorite movie, and it's like it's very hard to compare. Is this a game where they introduce a guy who's obsessed with optimal training schedules while also making you train several monsters at once, which would necessitate an even greater amount of planning and optimization even for a casual player? Yes, it is. It also scolds him and says that it's bad to do that because it's mean to your monsters and you should have like a bond with your monsters. And then sets the game up in such a way that it's kind of impossible to form any kind of like, you know, emotional bond with the monsters because you are constantly like fucking working them. If I had items, I would give you one. I'm not gonna praise you for sleeping though. If the story keeps me invested in what happens, it's good enough. That's what I'm saying. Is like it doesn't need to be like ultra intellectual. It doesn't need to be
I want to play video games.
the smartest thing I've ever seen in the world. Hey, Golden, thank you. But I'm just saying, like, you know, as far as the way the story is written, video games are like not at that level, and it's because they don't have the time to be at that level. You spend all the time writing, you don't have time for the things that make it a game, right? Ludo narrative dissonance. It's very funny. And then what's, you know, like they did it because they kind of didn't want people to play the way that they're playing competitively in like Monster Rancher 2. And then 3 is like maybe even more fucked up because to make like an optimal like max stats monster in Monster Rancher 3 is the most like no life way to play a video game of all time. It's like unbelievably tedious, to the point where like I think you could call it objectively not fun. But yeah, they tried to demonize IMA, which is the location from 2, so it's specifically about 2. Also, I'm getting my ass beat. What happened? Okay. And dodge through the bullish, excuse me. Forgot you could push like that. No! Okay, we're still in it. Okay, we got him. That was close. Pecking's a surprisingly good attack. That did way more damage than I was expecting. Played Monster Rancher 2 when I was 13 years old with a friend. It was our favorite game, but we were never able to get too far with the monsters. Thanks to he was able to beat it. Hell yeah! It's also like a good day because I just re-released my first video that I made. Like how to get your monsters to live longer. I updated a bunch of the information for DX, and you know, it doesn't sound like I'm a big sleepy baby in it, so that's obviously a plus, a boon, if you will. GG's. IMA is evil. They train their monsters so hard and don't even let them rest, meanwhile forcing 5 monsters to do the same thing. And it's like, it's difficult. I remember, and this is going to sound crazy, one of the first YouTube videos I remember seeing when YouTube was like new and I was like searching for videos was a Monster Rancher 4 video. And I'm sure I can find out who made it because it's Monster Rancher 4. It was how to properly train 5 monsters in 1 week. Yes, 17 years ago. I wasn't lying. 17 years ago, this video was uploaded. By Zakira Drake. To properly train 5 monsters, you first freeze 2 of them. Yeah, so I mean, it's not like... I'm not gonna be harsh on a video that came out 17 fucking years ago. But, it's really crazy to think that YouTube is only... It's like 19 years old now? Was it Hipster Snack? It was not. You can train 3 pretty effectively, yeah. 5 is like a lot. 5 is like you don't have the... You can't possibly set your ranch up in a way where like it makes sense. Also just like unbelievably expensive. Kind of like had more than one monster, but I miss seeing the monsters wandering around and doing stuff. I think it gave them more personality. I think that's how most people like react to this as an adult, or like as, you know, someone who maybe understands what the games were going for a little bit more. And that's why I always say when people are like, yeah, Monster Rancher 4 was the best, it was my favorite, I completely understand why. Makes perfect sense to me why someone would say that as a kid. And then as an adult, Monster Rancher 2 is just like such like a perfect like distillation of like what they were trying to do. Monster Rancher 1, obviously very similar. Monster Rancher 3, you know, a new twist on an old classic, but still essentially the same thing. You watch your guy walk around, and as much as it's like hokey, you do like become attached to the monster you're raising, right? I don't need to explain that to you guys. Like, I'm saying it as if it's like I'm embarrassed to say it and like all you guys are gonna judge me for it, but like it happens, right? You become attached to like the pixels on the screen as much as it goes against all logic. It happens. And when you're raising 5 guys at the same time, that's completely lost. Like, the feeling is just not there at all. Monster Rancher 3 added Ran time. I always like that bit. Yeah. Somebody who's never seen this before, what would 5 look like? What's the logistics of it? Okay. So let me do training here and I will show you. Constantly shift the schedule around, not overlap. It's basically impossible, yeah. So you set up a schedule ahead of time. You would take a look at each of your monsters and you would tell them what you're going to do for the next 2 months. When you have 5 monsters, it's like impossible to keep track of this, because if a monster does badly and you scold it, then all of a sudden it's going to throw their whole schedule off. You probably have to rest them earlier than you wanted and all that. So it's like this whole thing is a clusterfuck. You got 1 or 2 monsters, 3 monsters, you can kind of stay to the schedule and it won't make that much of a difference. The monsters aren't alive at all? Yeah, exactly. And then you come to your monster, you have to walk up to every monster, and you can choose to do something or not. You can't even really see it. But here in the corner, there's this little green dot. As you get more monsters, you get more green dots. And these are available actions per week. And so I only have 1 available action per week because I have 1 monster. Ideally, if you were to unlock 5 monsters and then go back to 1 monster, you would have like 5 actions per week, or however many it is, for the 1 guy. And then that's like, you can praise it, you can give it food, you can give it an item, whatever. Like I said, you don't need to use every dot up. You don't need to use 1 on each guy. You can like praise a guy who did well and feed him, and then, you know, the other guy didn't do great and he's not hungry, so I don't need to use any resources on him. His P meter is getting low. I know, we need to raise it. P is stored in the squid. Do you get some more actions for progressing? Okay. It doesn't scale well with a bunch of monsters. Isn't it like you get like 3 with 1 and then 5 with 3 and then like 7 with 5 or something like that? Breeder rank affects actions. Okay. Okay, so maybe it's more complicated than that. But I do remember that it's not like you don't get like 15 actions. Maybe you do, but like it's not the same. Each monster is +1 action, and rank gives them 2. Okay. But yeah, we haven't even unlocked competitions yet. Oh, sorry, we haven't unlocked adventures yet. And when you adventure, you know, it's a little dungeon crawling mini game thing that you do, and you bring up to 3 monsters with you. And there's like a legitimate reason to go. That's how you get new attacks and shit in this game. That's where you get your attacks. That's where you get your monster traits. But why is exercise spelled like that? British. I don't know. But yeah, we haven't unlocked any new gadgets or anything, so this is very bare bones right now. It's cold and lifeless stare. It makes me feel shame. I actually can't think of an uglier thing I've seen in like the canon of media as a whole. Did I do the tutorial adventure yet? No, I think you got to get out at rank E first. So let's do that. Come on, let me... There we go. Wish Raiden's were in too. Raiden's a cool monster. He does share a lot of like his kit with like something that you would expect Hair to do. 68 on a fuck you, dude. Tired? No! Oh my god. Dude, he squatted on me? That man teabagged. Intro to this game is really dull. Starts with almost no options. Yeah, I think that's a big part of it, is like I said, no, calendar. No, not calendar, schedule. People don't remember how slow and like how much of a slog it is to get a file started in this game, because you're not always starting a new file when you play. But like it's kind of like laborious and miserable to like get out of early game. You got the UL Romero neck, yes. You need Garrett for the tutorial adventure. I don't think that's true. I can like almost guarantee that's not true. Maybe it is, and I've completely forgotten everything about this game, but I always get rid of it immediately. At least a monster with cave search and I think dig. I don't think you need any of that stuff. Having to train up your gadgets before your training is effective blows? Yeah. He's hungry? That's okay. This man's hungry. In 84 while he's hungry? I don't know. Almost 2 years in, though? No, I am 1 year in. You start in year 1. Let's give this boy beef. Let's transport to faraway land, a world where monsters rule. That's all I do. That's why we're here. You kind of like the lady smoking the cigs. Doesn't show up every 5 seconds to ask you what you want to do. That's you missed kind of the intro though, right? And also, thank you for the potatoes. Thank you for rescuing me. If I said Birdman was given a giant hunk of beef, I would also eat that shit in 3 seconds and do a backflip. I think so too. It's only natural. When is the competition? When did I do it? Why is the official, like, come on. You know, people hate change. I'm trying not to be that guy. But the official grade E is here, official grade D is here, and then it's just like fucking mess. A litany of garbage. They did it so you could like have a monster in rank E advance and then a monster in rank D advance. It makes sense, but like it's very spread out. Caesar coming through with the stimulus package? Yeah, he's helping. He's certainly helping. No Monster Rancher 2 today? Not today. People donated. It's funny, I actually got an email today from the MS Society, and they were like, hey, I'm sorry, man, that I missed the stream. Like, we really appreciate all the money you raised. I say you as if, you know, it was me and not everybody else donating. But they're like, we really want to like get in touch next time you do an event, and so next time I think it's going to be, we might have a little bit more support, and it won't just be me. Like maybe, you know, they'll have like promo materials for me or something, or like extra fundraising shit. But they said they were gonna send a medal because we raised over $1,000, which is crazy. I'm like, Maybe, I don't know if it's just because of how generous our community is, but like raising 2 grand is like, I'm really, really happy we raised 2 grand. But that's not like a lot of money in the grand scheme of things, right? It is cool that they got back. What's funny is they got back because they have like new medals for every year, and they're like, we're sorry, this is like the absolute last day that you can get a medal for 2024, and like we apologize that we never reached out to you earlier. Can you please fill out this form so we can send it? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. I didn't think I was gonna get anything. I just sent it and I was like, I hope Tiltify gives these people the money. I didn't even like think about it. Okay, competition time. Also, we've only raised power. It's been a whole year training power. This man's forearms are gonna be fucking jacked. He can't move. He's slow. He can't take a hit. Oh, but watch this. Here I come. That is a huge jump. How did I do that? I've got like a 9,000 foot vertical. Had a real hot take, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. I wonder what it could have been. We may never know. Fana has that 200 foot long jump. Why is he doing this? He's clearly stronger than the monster. He's like, is he like the most powerful man in this universe? Gonna slap like a walrus? I think so too. That shit's so funny. These two names in rank E. Who's gonna win? Oh, baby. Whoever loses, we win. This game is on PS2 originally. Yeah, it was on PS2 originally. Ben Shapiro beat up Jesse Smollett. It's unfortunate. Shouldn't have had the visible main character, and that intro should have been your monster. I think there's like nothing wrong with the visible main character. Crushed with facts and logic. The one arm pump used for every occasion, yeah. I think that like kind of sucks about this game. Monster Rancher 3 was the same way. Is that for tiebreaker purposes, a KO counts more than a regular win, which makes sense. But if they give up against you, it counts as just a win. So there are situations where a monster can give up and you lose because of it, because you've got less KOs than your opponent than like one of the opponents does. Shapiro beat up Smollett, but we'll believe Smollett. I know. The perfect crime. Oh my god. Never imagined how Monster Rancher 4 did multiple monsters. It seems you are actually running around the ranch. Earlier versions seem to be more streamlined. Yeah, you're right. You figure with trainers having a 3D model, they'd be a secret unlockable mon. That could be interesting. Alright, well, we got them both. It's really messing with me that it sounds like a zoom. Yeah, it is the zoom sound effect. Round opener, round closer. GG's! Oh my god, get out of my ring. This is my swamp. I just realized I'm not recording this. I'm gonna start recording now. So the first bit of this video, we're still in rank E, so I have a feeling we're gonna cut a lot of this out when I eventually upload the VODs. You'll be able to watch it on YouTube tonight, like, you know, it'll be part of my live bit, but I will edit this down and upload something at some point. I won the official tournament. I did. My work is done. Yes, get the fuck out. Leave me alone. Never come back. Oh, I'm just kidding. Oh, she's back. She has her hair done up now. And she's smiling. Do consider myself a filthy VOD viewer, so looking forward to it. I was expecting Smollett to be a roller. Just thinking of Monster Rancher 3. Yeah. There's a name like that in 3. Please don't give me Rio. I can do it myself. I know. I don't need her talking to me. We got this shit figured out. Me and my boy. Look at that. It was like all one-shots. I should raise my life at some point. I almost lost a couple of times. Women look so bland and boring. They're... Excuse me. They're not there for you to look at. 363 power. I should probably have more than 100 life. You did a good job, brother. I will pet your hand. And watch the whole animation. Gonna need speed and life for adventures? Yeah. I think my power's okay where it is. We'll pivot. Oh, she's back. Oh boy, we got more. I remember the last time I played this, like 4 years ago, someone was like, this looks like the rated G meet and fuck adventure. And it kind of has that vibe. Like, they weren't wrong. But I haven't been able to get that shit out of my head since they said it. I wish I remembered who said that. I don't even have the VODs for that anymore. Anyway, using gadgets. It's gadget time. Can I buy anything? Do I have money for it? I do have money. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna buy a Trembompoline. We can't. We don't have the life bar, the little stick you wobble, the shake weight. Okay, we're gonna buy a sandbag. We'll buy a target. The target's huge. It takes up a lot of room. A Trembompoline. Oh, I don't have... Target's gonna take up all of this. Target's huge as hell. 2x3? Fuck that. And then we gotta wait till we get a bigger ranch. Tub? Tub just to have it is probably fine. I think next week or two. Shake weight is given to you when you do the gadget sleep tutorial. Right, okay. We'll leave it for that. Oh wait, do we have any effect? Yeah. Alright, that's fine. I'm not gonna bother buying the rest. Tub is funny. The training method with Tub, why you might look at that and be like, how does that raise your defense? It's like a dish with a lip on it, and your monster slams on the lip so it flies up in the air and lands on their head. And they're like, they gotta like absorb the hit without their neck breaking. Time to cut down Makuruji? I know. Get out of my way. Okay, let's he's resting. Training. Let's get some speed. Trampoline. Training. Life. Balance. Rest. Training. Trampoline. Sandbag. Rest. Can you do that? And then trampoline rest, sure. That's probably not a great schedule, but, you know, we'll be okay. I mean, can you tell this fella how to safe jump? Do you ever upgrade the gadgets? Yeah, you get, like, different versions of them. These are level 1 gadgets, or it's like level 2 training. Level 1 is nothing. Level 2 is what we just got. And then there's level 3 and level 4. And the level 4 ones are, like, basically all you want to be using. And the level 2 becomes, like, your light drill. So, like, you don't really use level 3 for anything because it's kind of inefficient. And you don't use level 1 for anything because the stat gains are just ass. So you use the 4 for like heavy drills, and you use the 2s for like light drills. Kind of how it would work in like Monster Rancher 1, 2, or 3. But they are random drops, so that's super fun. You can have a potato. How do you feel about potatoes, my man? He likes them. I like potatoes too. There was a Bob's Burgers bit where he's like making Thanksgiving dinner, and he's like singing a song about potatoes and how everyone loves them, and then he's looks at the carrots and he's like, "You're okay too, I guess." And it like never dawned on me. And it's like, yeah, it's true. Carrots are okay, but like, they're not as good as potatoes. Just like objectively speaking, they're not as good as potatoes. You can't boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. You can do all that stuff, but it's not the same. When they said that, they were onto something. Just saying. Potato, carrot, celery, onion, all good together. Well, yeah, carrot, celery, onion is like the classic. This is just Monster Rancher on the PS2. Yeah, except, you know, we haven't unlocked everything that you can do. You can raise up to 5 monsters at the same time. There's like a dungeon crawling bit. There's a lot to do in this game. The problem and like the main criticism of it is that none of it is like fleshed out very well. It's all like, it's so cool that you have all these things you can do, but like none of those systems work really, really well. Like how in Monster Rancher 2, there's like very finite options, but everything is like pristine. Like it's like perfect. This is not that, but it is ambitious. If this game didn't have an arbitrary hatred of Monster Rancher 2, you could really implement some of the goofy devices from 2's training. Like the machine that hits your monster with giant wooden stakes, yeah. Monster Rancher 3 is very similar to 2 mechanically. So this guy, he got like, what, an 80%, but he got 13 instead of like the... I mean, I say that, I don't know what this guy's stat gains are. Let me look that up real quick. Legendcup.com. It's got everything. Monster data. Raiden. What are we looking at? 8 out of 8 for power? Holy moly. 4 out of 8 for life. 4 out of 8 for intelligence. 6 out of 8 for accuracy. 3 out of 8 for defense. 6 out of 8 for speed. So no perfect ratings. We didn't get any 5 out of 7s. Anything above like 70 is worth praising if you get a free action, yeah. Did counters make it into this one? This is... Yes, they did. They work a little bit differently than Advanced 2, but... It's the same idea. Carrot cake? Yeah, but what makes carrot cake good is butter and cream cheese. The carrot is just also there. Now, 3 monsters can live in the hut, and you can store more gadgets at the house. It's very cool that we get this, like, immediately after getting the gadgets. So now this shit is just in the way. Okay. So let's have a little corner. And we have the target. Yeah, whatever. We do this. That's my training corner. Normal house. Normal hut. There. I try to set it up to minimize walking time. That's probably the smart way to do it. Favorite Monster Hunter 4, and why is it Poncho? It actually is Poncho. You said that to be a little bit quirky, but you were correct. Poncho's my favorite. So now I can have 3 monsters. But I don't want to get 3 monsters because I don't want to unlock the fucking counter system. I think it'd be funny to beat it without that. Is that like the goal for this now? You know, let's try it. My only nitpick about Monster Hunter 3 is having to be a specific trainer. I'd have like to pick my gender. Keep the same model, I just like being a girl. Monster Hunter 3, are you talking about 4? 3 is Silent Protag. You don't have a character. Yeah. How does this one compare to 2? So Monster Hunter 2 is like a very cohesive, tight game. Like there's not a ton of stuff to do, but it doesn't hold your hand. You can kind of just do whatever you want, whenever you want. This game is very, very, very story heavy. It's very like railroady at the beginning of the game, so it's like real slow to get anything started. But you know, you have like a dungeon crawling aspect, which is cool. Being able to raise multiple monsters is cool. Okay, can I not die here? Let's back up a bit. Back up, back up. Tell me what you're gonna do now. Heal drop. 2 more? Uno mas? Okay. I do need more life. Nas found a new hat. In my entire life accepting the default character, but when a game starts with choices and they remove them, it's like they removed fudge from my sundae. Like they had fudge on it, then they meticulously peeled it off. That's crazy. You wouldn't need more life if you could counter, but if I counter wrong, I instantly die. So it's okay. We're chilling. Easy. Oh, we didn't kill him. Okay. They haven't like really had their stats like solidify yet. Later on, as we get into like higher ranks, we're gonna see every monster have like the exact same stat line for like everything. It's very boring. Okay, I have a huge guts disadvantage. I don't want to die here. Magic Hand won't kill me, but we're gonna swing because we only need 1 hit. It sounds like a zoom. It's using zoom sound effects from Monster Hunter 2, yeah. It has 1 sound effect and that's it. Yeah, Final Guts is a thing. It's like Grit in Monster Hunter 2, except it can proc an unlimited number of times. So it's super annoying. Wake up, something's happened. Why are you crying again? Change those pants. Okay. This one found this morning. What is that? What could that possibly mean? This one found this. Are you talking about the monster? It's Karn! Mr. K. What's wrong with my pants for you? Be specific. It's like a cool game. Like I said, like I have a lot of like shit to say about this game. And like, you know, I'm not super nice about it. But it's like a familiarity breeds contempt type of thing, right? Where it's like, it's fine. I should say I haven't saved yet. There's nothing like inherently wrong with it. There is, but Like, would I rather play this or like 80% of the other games that are out there in the world? I'd probably rather play this. Like, it's still Monster Rancher, right? It tries hard not to be, but despite its best efforts, it's still Monster Rancher. We found Mr. K's Gooner Cave. Oh no. Forgot about the pants thing, why they have to end that. Like, I don't know what the implication is there. I don't want to go on exploration yet because I don't have any life. But plus we get a 5% damage boost to the only 2 techs we have, so we might as well just leave it. It's not that the game is terrible, it's that it really fails at doing what Monster Rancher 2 and 3 excelled at. That's exactly it. Okay, we gotta do it. We can't not do it. Cool to see since all I've seen is 2 UKMR in that pogo stick game I suffered through. Yeah. That one like did really well. Ah, yes. Move. I don't like that at all. Why does he run like that? We got nunchucks. Yay. Raiden does like nunchucks. He's gonna get me, yeah. Okay. We can't do the search here. Press X button there, except you're on a monster search right now. Let's move on. Let's search for stray monsters. Okay. Hey, Big Bad Moose, thank you for the sub. How have you been? We picked him because he ran like that. Like, that's the reason, because it's very funny. But I totally forgot about it. I beat the Pogo Mochi game? No, there's like 86 levels or something, and we got 20 in. I was like, that's okay. We don't have to keep playing. He's been waiting this whole time. Plant E. To get you away from society so when he kills you, nobody will find out. He looks sad about it. It is a cruel world. I'm sorry. If you guys are interested in the story, I apologize. But there's a lot of it, and it's not Monster Rancher's strong suit, so we're chilling. The bats! Get out of here. I'm mad about what I did to them in Monster Rancher 3. Yeah, wild encounters. We have random encounters in my Monster Rancher game. It's more likely than you'd think. Okay, like... We got him. Wasn't enough, though. I don't like that. So your health carries over from battle to battle. It goes up as you walk around. You heal, but it is... Yeah, RPG style level ups. That's how you get new techs in this game. You can see his life, the little blue bar under his name is going up over time as we walk. What's the TLDR? On the story, he's just saying that, like, you know, there's monsters in these caves and there's treasures to be found, and he's an explorer, so like that's his whole shtick. Plays if I get a copy for a good price. I don't know what you can get it for now. There was a while where it was like you'd be lucky to get it for under $100, but now I think you probably get it for like 60, 70. Energy is based on rank and stats. There's late game items for it too, yeah. Like it's an in-depth game. It's a Monster Rancher game, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. Dungeons sound similar to Evo's. It's not... Yeah, I guess. There's a lot of similarity. Digimon World 1 is a game that's probably objectively terrible, but I love with all my heart. So that's like Monster Rancher 1 with or Monster Rancher in general with the story done well. It's very Monster Rancher coded. It's very, very similar in gameplay. Except, you know, you have objectives and stuff, which is a completely different feel for the game than what Monster Rancher is going for, i.e., you know, you're just raising a monster, not doing anything else. You're just chilling in your ranch. There's no real adventure aspect to it, so Digimon World 1 like really nails that bit. Forward, onward to adventure. It's just the OG digital pets writ large. Yeah, I mean that as well. Was it Digimon prior to Tamagotchi? It was like the same time, right? I had a fake Tamagotchi called Gorilla Biscuits. And I didn't know, like that's how I found out about the band. I don't know why it was called Gorilla Biscuits. Probably just some like unbelievably bad translation. That's another name for meth. I'm aware. I know like where it comes from. But why they would call a monster raising like a virtual pet Gorilla Biscuits, I don't know. Like, I know they didn't get it from the band name, but, like, that's how I found out about the band, when I was, like, bricked with hard skin. Yeah. We've lost now. We can't get out. We're gonna get hit by everything. Hard skin is, you take less damage, but you dodge less. Still make them too. My daughter just got a Gigapet frog for Christmas. That's sick. I talked about it on stream before, and I was talking to my mom about it, and I remember like being real sad because I forgot my Gorilla Biscuits pet. I can't even say Tamagotchi. I feel like I'd be sued because that's not what it was. And they'd be like, how dare you besmirch our good name? Because I forgot it at home and I needed it at school. And I was so sad, and my mom brought it to me because my mom is a wonderful, saintly person. And because it was just like a crappy knockoff, it was programmed to only live for 7 days and then it would die no matter what you did. And so on the 7th day, like ring style, it died. And I remember being so sad, specifically because I lost it on that same day. And I was like, that's the end of the adventure, right? No? I don't think so. Maybe not. It is, yeah. We got it. GG's. And so I lost it, and so I was like, oh no, I killed this monster, and I was so sad about it. And then I lost it again on the 7th day after I got a new one. Like after I, like, you know, brought him back to life. And I lost it on the 7th day and it died again, and I'm like, I don't know if it was me that time. And then the 3rd time it died on the 7th day, and I was like, all right, I don't think it's me. But that's another one of those things. I was talking about, like, you know, time dilation and how people perceive things differently as they get older. How, you know, as time becomes a week becomes a smaller portion of your overall life, it seems like, you know, time is going faster. Like I said, 7 days, 3 times in a row, 21 days. I only had that thing for a month. It seems like such a big part of my childhood. And I only played with it for like 3 weeks, and that was it. Is that in a game or in an anime? Oh, in the thing, yeah. Not talking to me. How dare I think so? I could have saved him, I know, my bad. Okay, I've lost track of the schedule. Were we at Trimbompline and then Sandbag? I think we're gonna be tired, but this is where it starts to fall apart when you're doing the adventures and stuff too. Okay, and then we'll let him rest next week. I gotta change my whole schedule, but it is what it is. Or like, how the gap between like Pokemon Red and like Gen 2 was only like a year and a half or so. And it feels like as a kid, it was like we only had one gen to play with forever, and when Gen 2 came out, it was like the biggest thing in the world. But it wasn't actually that much time. Like it wasn't that big of a chunk of my life. Schedule. Okay, so we got to rest here. We can sandbag here. I think we'll be okay. Adventures just ruin your perfectly laid out schedules, yeah. So, like, ideally, you can be, like, adventuring all the time, and you raise some monsters that, like, aren't adventure ready, but, like, they'll be adventure ready later, and then, like, you, like, cycle them on and off like that. But the problem is that shit takes forever. Like, an adventure is only 1 week, so you can go whenever you want, but, you know... There is, like, an actual IRL, like, time investment to get that shit done. Kind of like Darkest Dungeon. You're giving it a little bit too much credit, but yes. Okay, so next time he comes back, I'm going to put the life rod up. 71 on power, what do we get? A 13? That's pretty good. Good job. I do need to raise my life some more, but... Remember loving girlfriend immediately? Giraffatig. Giraffe rig. Remember when Gen 2 was coming out, I printed out a sheet of sprites, brought them to school to show my friend. So when I played Gen 2 for the first time in like the weirdest possible way, which is fan translation that was only half translated, so it was still mostly Japanese. ROM that came out before it was in the West, and it was a randomizer before it had ever come out in the West, because I got it like a week. I got gold for my birthday, which was October 27th, and I think the games came out like October 1st or like something like that, so I got it pretty quickly. You know, I didn't get it same day because that wasn't a thing back then. It's like you're waiting for your birthday. But I played a randomizer. So the very first Pokemon I saw in the very first patch of grass was an Ampharos. And I was like, oh, this thing's cool. It was like level 3 Ampharos. 63. Here, have a squid. But I don't think I knew it was a randomizer. Or maybe we had set it up because it was like, let's try and see if we can see all the Pokemon or whatever. Okay, next week we can go in one. Such a fabulous mon. Ampharos is sick, yeah. Okay, so he's gonna rest this week. I'm not even gonna find him. Competition. First Pokemon game was a bootleg of Yellow. I need to get a working Game Boy to play and see if anything is weird with it. That'd be fun. Pokemon rabbit hole I got deep into was the Sprite Fusion back in the day when we only had paint to edit images. Okay. That's sick. Bosco Holiday. Just today I was forced to say I'm going on a Bosco holiday. Oh, we're both grimy. I love that for me. And him. I got a new attack and I didn't put it on. I probably won't use it because it's not feats. Okay. Oh, he's gonna move? He waited for me to move. And he swung. Wrong move, Holiday. You can surf with Pikachu, that's kind of weird. Surfing Pikachu minigame's sick. Monocero. As a kid, I owned so many bootleg Mario games. Dude, my cousin had this game that was like one of those like 201 Game Boy cartridges. And what it would be is like Mario Land, and then another version of Mario Land with like inverted colors, and then another version of Mario Land where you start with 1 extra life, and then another version of Mario Land where the game runs at like 10% overclock, and then another version of Mario Land where there's like only 50 seconds on the clock for each level, and like, so it wasn't 200 games in one. It was like fucking 5 games with like just like different like parameters changed. But I remember, you know, we would look at the games, and one of the Mario games, I will never forget this as long as I live. I don't know where they got it. I do know where they got it. They got it at a place called Pacific Mall, which, you know, if you live in the Greater Toronto area, you know what Pacific Mall is. But the game was called Woody Poop 30, and it was just regular Super Mario Land, but you started with 1 extra life. I will never forget about Woody Poop 30. That is a core memory. Let's just do balance. I was lucky enough to get a shiny Ampharos just by sheer luck. In the same game they introduced Mega Ampharos. Sick. I only ever got, as a kid, 1 shiny Pokemon. And it was a shiny Yanma. And I didn't even know because it was... I played Gold and Silver on my regular black and white Game Boy. My Game Boy Pocket. $50? This fucking guy. Why Iota? What are you gonna do? No, I got the shiny Gyarados. But like at the time, you know, they referred to it as Red Gyarados and did little sparkle, so we knew it was something. But like I thought it was like more powerful than a regular Gyarados, right? And then the first time I found a Yanma, it did that. And it was like, oh, Yanma's a rare monster, so like, you know, it makes sense that they would like have the sparkles too. And I didn't realize it was like, you know, how lucky that was. It's on base, Gold and Silver, you can't even get it transferred to over to Gen 4 where it becomes the Mega, yeah. That's okay. I don't even own Gen 4. I might. I think I have a bootleg cart with like a ROM hack cart with Monster Rancher DS and Platinum on it, and like Mario Party game that came out for the DS and some stuff like that. Technically, it was because Gen 2 shiny Pokemon had perfect IVs. Did they? I didn't think that was the case. I played so much, like, competitive Gen 2 when I was a kid, but, like, I never realized... I think so, that's only Gen 2. Well, They don't have perfect IVs. No, they're like bad. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember ever running a shiny in competitive play. I only ever got the Yanma. They're tied to a specific internal value that correlated to a specific set of IVs. They were attack IV of 10, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right that they were IV based, but they're not good. They're perfect in the sense that like you need to get them perfectly lined up. Like there's not a lot of like options for it, but okay. We'll praise. place I read just had it wrong. Yeah, I mean, that shit happens. But I was like, oh my god. I had like such like a moment of imposter syndrome because like I played so much Gen 2 competitive as a kid. You know, played in Pokemon Stadium 2. You played Bring 6, Pick 3. Went to events for it. And I was just like, how did I not know this? Because my immediate reaction is not to like tell someone they're wrong, right? It would only be shiny Pokemon in competitive, yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll just keep training. Missed the stream, but why do you have a single monster? Just because it's a brand new game. He's got that perfect power gain, so that's like a ton of stats. We're getting 20s already. I love that. You get a meat for that. Yeah, we're gonna be ending the stream soon, but I will be streaming tomorrow, and I think I'll be streaming Thursday as well. I do work this Thursday, but it's in the morning. Okay, so tomorrow's stream we might end a little bit early. Maybe I'll start a little bit early. Maybe we'll do like a 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern or something like that, instead of 8 to midnight. Okay, let's do this. Its defense, speed, and special are 10. Attack is either 2, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 14, or 15. HP is bad because of how those relate. Yeah. What? I said I wanted to do it. Schedule? Whatever. We'll do the next one. 78? It's not bad. So what are our stats looking like? We haven't actually looked at our stats like at all. 400 power. Life is still pretty bad. Accuracy is still bad. Speed is... it's getting better. We got our little hand chop move. Judo chop. Judo chop. But we won't be using it. Heal drop, S accuracy. Alright. Plow kick is A accuracy, B life damage. But for 20 guts. This would be broken in Monster Rancher 2 if it had the same scale. Am I gonna raise a Pixie? I don't think so. Probably not. Oh, he died. Going Okyo and Raiden. What's the... Why are we assuming I'm raising an intelligence monster? I don't know what I'm going to do. Okyo OP in 4? It's pretty good. It's definitely better than Pixie. You know, it was cool seeing this game have fun stream moves. Can you add elements to attacks in this game? Yes. Yeah, we could do that. Now that I stream this, I am a Monster Rancher fan. Let's get the life rod hooked up. Oh, do I have to appraise first? Yes. What? Oh, did he already appraise it? Life blade, yeah, there we go. Raise 5 apes, apes together strong? Okay. Should raise a ripper. We can do that too. There. So now I can raise my life better. This is all you need for this monster, right? You got speed, you got power, you got life, you